So there's a Twitter report I saw. I guess I don't know how serious or how much of a report this is. But I'm gonna believe that what I'm seeing is a report. Uh, Ian Jackson, apparently a guy that Kentucky and Mark Pope are trying to swoop in and potentially make a play for. This, I believe, comes in light of missing on Lamar Wilkerson. But Ian Jackson, former North Carolina guard slash wing, a lot of upside, 5-star kid. That I've been a little surprised with Ian that there haven't been a lot more schools trying to lock down his services. From the sounds of it, Ian Jackson's visiting Georgia right now, and Ian Jackson was rumored to potentially commit to St. John's. So it's really just been like those two schools as options as far as I've heard. Now you've got Kentucky trying to swoop in potentially. This report, quote unquote report, comes from an account called at Travis Graff Hoops. Travis Graff, who I believe is with the Made Hoops team. Shout out to
hmm
those guys. So I tend to believe that's real with that account. At the same time, I usually never believe any Kentucky news unless Jacob Polachek reported it because that's my guy through
Yeah,
and through.
yeah.
So
Shout out, here comes the boom.
do you believe that Kentucky's trying to get involved with Ian Jackson? And is that a good idea if they do?
I think so. I think it is a good spot for him to be in. I think that a guy with the scoring prowess of him, of Ian Jackson, that is, I think would be would be good for them to have. Also, like when you look at this Kentucky team, I don't think they have a guy who can necessarily like right now. Their go get a bucket guy is who? Otega Oweh.
Yeah.
I think he can do that, and I'm not mad at that happening, but I think that having someone that could maybe do that better or have someone else do it when so Otega Oweh doesn't have to do it all the time would benefit Kentucky.
Yeah. Okay. I
I mean, I
agree.
know they do have Jelon Lowe now, who I think is another guy who can go get his own, but I think you can also I think Ian Jackson being another guy who can do that would be beneficial.
Yeah, I agree. Like I've been on record. I think Kentucky is sort of missing like the Jackson Robinson piece of this team. Like a dude that at least can be Robin to Otega always Batman or vice versa. And Ian Jackson would fill that role pretty nicely. I think honestly I see some similarities between Ian Jackson and Jackson Robinson.
You might notice there's a lot of lights on behind me. There's a big ring light I'm using to record this. You want to know why those lights stay on? Because of Underdog, because of these ad reads, people.
Yeah, we heard your feedback. You're annoyed that we keep putting underdog ads in the middle of our videos. Well, guess what? We got to keep the lights on and we need some people to sign up for Underdog Fantasy. If you like these videos, if you want us to keep making videos, sign up with Underdog Fantasy, use promo code SLEEPERS, and they actually have an awesome offer for you. You can receive up to $1,000 in bonus credits. 50% of your first deposit will be distributed in bonus credits, and you get a free pick. And Cart, I got a pick with Underdog Fantasy for this weekend that I'm already eyeing. We got the Pistons and the Knicks, first playoff series in a while for our favorite team. Cade Cunningham over 27 and a half points. I'm taking higher than that for my pick with Underdog. Promo code SLEEPERS. Sign up with Underdog Fantasy. It helps the show. It helps us keep making these videos for you. Back to the show.
Honestly, yeah. A lot of similarities there.
And they both have Jackson in their name. I didn't even realize that until I said it. But
And Ian might be better.
whoa, really?
Yeah.
Talk me through that.
It took Jackson Robinson a while to get to where he's at.
That's true.
Ian Jackson was like had a solid freshman year.
Yeah, it's true.
So I don't know. I project him to maybe even be better than him.
Okay. I could see it. The smoke was that Ian Jackson would commit to St. John's, and then he didn't commit on the visit. Now he's visiting Georgia,
Yeah, well, Greg, come on now. This how long we been doing Sleepers Media?
like 6 years.
Right. And what does every Ian Jackson recruitment come with?
I don't know.
The little inch of a thought that he might go to St. John's.
Oh, okay.
Before he committed to UNC, it was Rick Pitino was all in his ear. He might decommit from UNC. You can't have an Ian Jackson recruitment without a little bit of tushy shaking for the fact that he might go play for Pitino in New York.
But so what's your interpretation of what Ian Jackson's side of this recruitment is doing? Like, are they trying to drag this out, waiting for something bigger? Are they trying to drive up a price point here?
To
What is
me,
it?
with the schools getting involved, like you mentioned Georgia, right?
Yeah.
I think that there was probably a St. John's lead or lean originally, and then Georgia came out. It was like, well, just so you know, we're throwing bags at Cannon Catchings, we're throwing bags at Darion Reed, we'll throw a bag at you too. Come on and play with the like. I feel like that's like whispering to him like the devil in his shoulder over his in his ear. Um, so I think it might be a price point getting pushed up.
Yeah, I can see that. And if the price point's getting pushed up, I think that bodes well for Kentucky, right?
I think they can most certainly
Theory.
compete with that.
So basically, you and I agree that if Kentucky wants to be involved, they could be very involved for Ian Jackson very quickly.
Yes,
We just
100%.
gotta wait and see if it does. Do you think they will end up like getting a visit or anything, or no?
I think they should. I think they should end up getting a visit.
That's not what I asked, though. Will they?
Yes.
Okay. I hope they do. I don't think they will. I think this feels like some Twitter hope smoke that you missed on Wilkerson and like you're trying to manifest something fun.
It's April. Okay, so the Kentucky Derby is May 3rd.
Yeah. So we just gotta wait until then.
That's far away.
Yeah,
Where's
it is.
when is Churchill Downs?
A long way away as well. All right. Good luck to Ian Jackson. Good luck to Kentucky
Damn it.
trying to get involved with Ian Jackson.